Good afternoon. It's just gone 2:30 p.m. Eastern time, and I'm going to recap my trades for today. I took two trades actually. It was basically the same trade, it's the same area I was watching, but I stopped out on the first and I got straight back in again. So I'll go back into that. So my first entry, I was watching 44.09 to 44.08. This is the area I was waiting for an entry. And as per my pre-market video, it was only going to be a scalp because when the market opened, we came right down into that area and we were quite close to it, and I generally only want to scalp on the open. I was confident because we had lots of buyers below on the level 2, and also we're in an uptrend on the daily, uptrend on the weekly, and let's go into the daily. Big daily uptrend. The weekly is an uptrend as well. The hourly, or the 4 hourly, is going to the 4 hourly. In an uptrend on the 4 hourly, look at that, looks like a nice bit of consolidation there. And then the hourly, again, we're kind of like a double top area, but still hasn't broken. It did break that area, but we're still in an uptrend because we haven't actually broken and closed below this pivot. So I know we're very, very extended on the daily, and as you can see, we are up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you take out that candle, 9, 10 days in a row, well, 10 days including today, with just one red candle in that time. And as we talked about earlier in the pre-market video, there's an anomaly on the weekly. There's an anomaly on the daily as well. You can see a big wide range bar here. Big wide range bar, which is smaller than the previous day's bar, but it's on reduced volume as well. So there is anomalies, and it's really difficult to read right now. I'm looking at volume and I'm watching for a breakdown. And when I saw this engulfing red candle on Thursday, I think that was Thursday, I'll be honest, even though I was still long biased because we haven't really closed below that area consolidation, I was expecting to see the market pull back a bit, at least a little bit, but we didn't. We've put in this even bigger engulfing bar. So basically we engulfed the engulfing bar. That's the original engulfing bar. This is our Friday engulfing bar. And today, as you can see, a very narrow range, and we're just going sideways, and it's an inside bar, so it's hard to trade days like today. So going back to the hourly, we can see today we put in a lower, so we had this high, let's get the pen out, we had this high here, then we put in a lower high, and we just about put in a lower low as well. So it looked like there was a beginnings of a change of trend, but my level is my level, and these are the levels I do, and I try to stick with them because they do work. And so I'm going to go into the 5-minute chart in a minute. So my area to get in was 44.09, and going into the 5-minute, which is where I took my trade on. I only use the 5-minute. I sometimes use the 2-minute as well, but the 5-minute is what I really watch. So my first trade was here. So it came down, it pulled back a bit, and as it came down further, I kind of got in. It was about 44.10, 44.11. I got in 2 contracts of MES, and it kept coming down. Then it pulled back. I was in profit for half of this time, and my stop loss, I was keeping it tight, which was the low of the day. And you can see it came out and it stopped me out just there. So that's fine, but I was still adamant I wanted to go long on this level. We had higher volume coming into that area, and so we had higher volume, and I really wanted to get into this trade because, you know, it hasn't really broken the level. 44.8 was the main area I was watching to get in. So when it broke, within 30 seconds or so of me being stopped out, it came down. I saw it pulling back up, and I got in once there and another time just before 44.09. My average is about 44.0850 roughly, around basically that line, just below that line, and that's where I was. And I held. It was tempted when I saw this red bar come in. I just think maybe it's going to reverse because it bounced off the VWAP, came back down, but I still held. So my first out was on the VWAP. And then my second and final out, because I only had 2 contracts, it left me a little bit inflexible. I really do look for ads as well, but because we were coming into the VWAP and it's the bottom of this area of supply, this red area you can see, I do want to add into potential resistance. And on the level 2, a bit like we see now, there's big areas of sellers above as well. If I go back to the time, would have been around here, I think. What time are we looking? About, it would have been about 10 o'clock. So that would have been 3:30 UK time. About here. You can't really see it very well here because I can't really zoom into that area. But there was areas of sellers. You can see areas of sellers above. There wasn't as many below. So I thought we were going to... And I saw a big, thick area on the level 2. It's like 500, over 500 orders of limit sell orders around this area here. So I got out just as it came into that area, and that was me done. And I was pleased because I saw it come back on itself, then it came back out, then I saw it come back on myself, and I was thinking, you know what, I would have been chopped around, I probably would have got out down here anyway. I would have panic sold or something. But as you can see, that initial entry was a 10-hour move. I think it was 10-hour I got out of this trade, and it went about 22, 23-hour in the end. So decent day. I didn't get back in. I was tempted to go for the break and retest of this area. I talked about it earlier, and I was watching it. It's in my plan as well. So let's just open up my plan. So you can see this is what I put in earlier, and oh, hang on. So I had 44.09 higher probability bounce, and that's exactly where we got in down here. And now the break and retest of pre-market highs and Friday's high at 44.35. So pre-market high was here, and you can see we came in, we broke it, come back and we retested it. So that's the entry there. Maybe you could have taken that entry, or you could have taken that entry, a conservative entry, and you could have easily got, that's a 2-hour move easily, possibly 3-hour if you're going for 3-hour. Hang on. TradingView does this for us. High of the day from that move, 3.2. I went far off. So that's a 3-hour move. So if you, and that was a conservative move. If I wanted to take a higher risk move, I probably would have got in down here and put my stop just below. It probably would have been down here somewhere, and you could have easily got, was that 4.6 hour move. So, you know, that play still works as well, and you can see we're coming into a double top now. So I was tempted to take that one, but I'd already done okay, I'd done really well actually, so I took this brunt of the move. My only question is, even though I wanted to go for the break and retest, why did I get out here? Why did I get out here and just held my one contract? I could have easily got out on the break, used the break and retest, or why did I not add? I'm not sure. I'm working on that side of my game plan. I probably should have looked for ads. You know, they say only add to a winning trade, and I was winning from this point onwards. I could have added on any of these pullbacks, especially the breakout. You can see volume as well. Where's the big volume? That's coming near to the end. So that's shown ending volume anyway, which we can see that. Yeah. Still part of my game, I'm working on the ads, but at the moment I'm focused on being consistent and taking my profits, whereas the last 6 months, even though I've been consistent, I've not been taking my profits. And for example, I would have probably got in, for example, if I got in here, let's just draw a straight line in. For example, I'm in the past, I probably would be looking to get in on this break and pull back into here. Now I probably would have held, waiting for the home run, came back out, and my stop probably would have been down. I would have stopped out. So these are the types of plays and types of trading I'm trying to cut out, and I've been doing okay for the last couple of months. Still have a few heavy-ish losing days where I've taken out a week's worth of green trades, but this month and last month I've been doing pretty well. And you can see we've got this trend. I even looked at going short on this break of this trend, and even the break of that trend as well. And there's lots of trades available, but over trading is one of my weaknesses, so I'm trying to avoid that. So today, 2 trades, not bad. I'm classifying it as 1 trade because it was the same area I was watching, and I probably would have got in at 44.07, 44.08 anyway had I not taken that early one. But I got in a bit too early there. I anticipated it because it was coming down to this area, and I thought, you know, I wanted to get in early. But maybe I should have more confidence in getting in early, because, you know, I want to average in when we're coming down. That's what I normally play. But it was a high risk play because it was a little bit against the trend, as you can see here. But I'm not too worried about that because we've been in this uptrend anyway. But also it was too close to the open, and I think my stops, I normally try not to have any hard stops in place because they're normally a bit too tight, and had I not had it in there, I probably would have still been in this trade. Anyway, a decent day. I'm trading Apex. I use Apex funding for my futures trades, and at the moment I'm trading 17 accounts on Apex. I use a trade copier, and so I just take one trade on one account, and the trade copier copies the same trade to all the other accounts as well. So I only need small moves. You know, a small move of say $60, that's about $1,000 on over 17 accounts. And so playing one or two contracts for this type of move is perfect. I'm spreading my risk out over 17 different Apex accounts, and for me it suits my style of trading as well, and it works quite well, and I really enjoy it. So I do recommend Apex, and maybe you want to check them out. There is a link in the description below, and I think they've got a 71% off sale at the moment. They have sales on pretty much most of the time, so make sure you use the discount code, because you won't get the sale price without that discount code, and that's in the description below as well. And that's it. Hopefully you had a good day's trading. I'll be back here tomorrow at 9 AM Eastern time, and don't forget to tune in because you get to see these levels again. So out of all my plays, the first two trades I called today worked perfectly. That one and this one, break and retest. And one thing I am working on actually is trying to focus on the first hour of the day and then walk away, and this was perfect. Today was a perfect day trading. I focused on, I think I was done, and that's the other reason I wanted to get out as well. That's the reason I didn't want to play around holding too long as well, because it's my son's birthday and we took him out for a meal, and 11:05 Eastern time is about the time he comes home from school here in the UK. So, and we were just getting ready to go out around about midday, which is 5 PM Eastern time. So yeah, so today was a great day, and I've had a lot of these good days, and the levels are really good because the levels I'm picking up just work almost all the time. I think most of my levels, if I'm patient and wait for them, especially you can see on this trade from Friday, we had this double bottom, and it happened to be a double bottom in our demand zone as well. So that demand zone goes back for several more weeks, and I was waiting for, we had to bounce off the top of that demand zone as well, and again these levels were there, been there for a while. And my trade on Friday was a break and retest of the pre-market high and the open, and so I was in here, and I think I got out. Again, it's another, this area here, I think it might have been a bit higher up, I can't remember exactly where I got out, but again I took the meat of the move, and I think I got out a bit further up. I think I got out up here. I can't remember now without looking. But it was a brilliant trade. I over traded a little bit on Friday because I was trying to... in fact, I'm going to go and... I've not actually tagged any of my trades yet. I can't remember my trades I took. Friday the 12th. I took the 10th even. 1 second. 8 trades, and these are my trades. I had a winning one, a break even. That's a mistake. I hit the wrong buttons, or no, I think I limit order kicked in and all my accounts didn't get triggered, so I got back out. I took a couple of losses, 3 losses, a little small win, another small loss, and then had a big win at the end. And that's my style of trade. I'm happy to take paper cut losses trying to find that entry, and that one there was me trying to find this bottom before giving up. And in the end, what time was it? 10:50. 10:50 was my entry. was there. So this I got in there and I added up here as well. In fact, that's how I remember now. It's quite. So this is the area I was watching for. Yeah, and so my last trade of the day was at 10. No, hang on, that doesn't make sense. When you're looking back at trades from a weekend, with a weekend later, it's hard to remember exactly. 11 trades is too many, and that's why I can't remember what I was taking. So 9.37. That's quite long. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember now. So I got in. I had a bit of a long bias, and on the open it came down. I went long there, and it wasn't really a level. I was looking at this pre-market area as well, and I shouldn't have got in, and that's why I got out straight away. And then I took another long 9.44. Yeah, in fact, that's right. I took I was looking for the break and retest of the pre-market high. It came in, came down. I got in without confirmation, and that's the problem. I should have waited for confirmation, like a break above that area, come down and push up. But I got in and I took a loss, and then I got in again at the low, I think it was, of the day, and I took another loss. And I think I got in then a bit further down, took another loss, and then I started like just sitting back a bit, and it came into this area, this demand area, and that's when I went long again, because I was long biased. I'm probably a bit too long biased, and I'm just trying to, yeah, that's it. So I got in 10.50, and I rode it all the way up to, here we go, should be the chart. That's the chart there. There we go, I'm being impatient. Here we go, so this is my trade. So you can see all my ads as well. So I got in down here, and I think I took a small loss, and I got back in again. I can't remember exactly how it was. But then I went long, I added on this pullback. No, that's it, yeah, I got in there, took some profit, added and added, took a bit of profit, took some more profit off, and I took my last bit of profit off out here. And that was on that pullback at the high, 12.40. So 12.40 was my out here. That's it, I thought it was about that, yeah. So I took again the body of this move up. And even I had quite a few losses coming into there trying to find the bottom. And there's a little bit where I doubted my strategy and I went short and regretted it and got back out again for another loss. All I needed was this little move up, and that took out, not only did it recover all those losses there, and that was like 3 or 4 trades where I lost each time, but I also got a decent profitable day out of it as well. And I still left money on the table because I missed out on this big run up, a bit like today. That's what I was getting to, that's what I was trying to get to. So today, clear that. So today, similar thing, I took the meat of the move and I left a bit of money on the table. And again, something I want to work on. Where do these come from? All these random buttons I just pressed by accident. Yeah, so that's it. It's a relatively good day. I'm pleased the way I traded. I didn't overtrade like Friday, and I was trying, that was the aim as well. Take 1 or 2 trades. That's my entry, and my exit was this area here. So that's, to me, that's the meet and move, and I'm working on this side of it. You know, I should have, if I wasn't going out for my little son's birthday, then I probably would have been looking for this break and retest of this area. Right, thank you for watching. I'm not going to take any more trades today. I'm just watching this potential, it's not even in an area, it's kind of consolidating. You could say it's a treble top, or it looks to me like, here you go, I'll draw it. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, that's the neckline. It needs to come up, come back and do something like that to validate that as an inverse head and shoulders. And you can get an inverse head and shoulders halfway up a run. You know, they don't always have to be at the bottom, you know, at the very bottom of a trend. but I think that's invalidated anyway, because well, if it breaks that shoulder, it's definitely invalidated. But I'm not trading. I will watch the market. I love watching level 2. I'll be watching it on here, or I'll be watching it on my actual level 2 ladder, which is this one here. Oh, I don't ever see it like that. Level 2 ladder. So what I'm looking for is big orders, and you can match that up with this if you wanted to. So down here I'm looking, there's a buy. We've got some buy orders of 200, 250. Little 200 is about average. Anything above 300 to 400, then we know there's a few heavy sellers or buyers here. So we've got 200 around that area, and if we go up here, you can see it here. The sellers 217, 269, 279, 279, 216, 44.25. It's a little bit different. Shouldn't be. In fact, it might be a little bit different because this is MES. Oh no, it's ES. That's what I've got. Why is it different? That's interesting, isn't it? Oh, hang on. Probably not looking at it properly. So 44.35 is 262 orders. 260 orders. 44.35. 259. 258. Yeah, same as just 258 now. And then 44.36. Oh, this is going out in dollars, that's why. Okay, ignore that, I'm just looking at it differently. I need to zoom out to get the $0.25 increments in as well. Right, thank you for watching. It's been a longish day for me, so I'm going to call it a night. And I will see you tomorrow at 9 AM Eastern Time. Okay, thanks for watching.